Hello everyone, this is Rachel from Herbs and Splodge, and I'm going to show you a bit of a treat because I've got a crystal and stone unboxing today, which I've been collecting these stones and crystals now for about 3 weeks. It all started when I really had an urge to find a really fantastic piece of quality smoky quartz. So I'll show you that now. It really is quite spectacular, and I don't even know if the camera can do it justice, but it is a huge chunk of smoky quartz. Gem quality and absolutely fantastic. It's just absolutely beautiful and I absolutely love it. I'll just pop that down there so it's out of the way. Off the back of that, I realised that a lot of my stones have been taken by my children or have been given away, or sometimes I bury them in the earth for various different reasons. And I did actually give a box of crystals back to the ocean, back to the earth, when I moved back to the UK about 10 years ago. So I thought it would be fun to have a little bit of a gathering of crystals, and thought you might like to join me on this journey. So it's not really a journey, is it? Okay, so I knew on the day that I bought that smoky quartz, I was actually out shopping with my daughter and my husband, and I picked up this beautiful selenite crystal candle holder. I probably won't use it as a candle holder. I've actually got a rose quartz one. It's a bit dusty inside there. I've got a rose quartz one, and I don't tend to use that very often, but I certainly wouldn't necessarily use this for that, and I might use it as just like a little storage vessel. And that was £8. Can you believe this beautiful chunk of rock was £8 out of a shop called Head in the Clouds in Norwich? And while I was in the city, I went into a charity shop. I think it was a packed charity shop, I'm not sure. And there was a one of those glass cabinets just as you walked in the door. And inside that glass cabinet was a whole array of various different things, agates and lots and lots of different things. And one of the things that really caught my eye was this beautiful piece of quartz. I'll just show you. Styled into a leaf and is a little trinket bowl or dish, and I thought that that was absolutely stunning, and that was £10. The shopkeeper told me some story about how most of the things in the cabinet had come from a white witch, and I said to him, well, I'm a white witch as well, so it's going to the right person. Whether you believe that or not, it's up to you. I'm not going to give you any more details on that. But off the back of that, it made me think about what it was that I wanted to do with this channel and where I was going with it and what I want to talk about. And there's a mixture of things that I want to talk about, because there are lots of people that I follow. My interest in jewellery, which was the last video that I posted, really I was absolutely amazed by the quality and quantity of gems and jewellery that was discarded in the States. And I started watching a lady called Lucia Splendors. I think that's the name of her channel, Lucia Splendors. And more recent, and this was about 5 years ago, and then more recently I started watching a lady, very recently actually, I started watching a lady who was upcycling jewellery, jewellery rescue, and that's what inspired me to make the jewellery channel, to make the jewellery video. But I have an interest in lots of things, and I don't really want to just keep it to one thing. What I'd like to do is really just explore lots of different things, and I don't really know where this channel is going. So for now, this is just me unboxing things, and we'll see what we do with it. And I have lots more video and content ready to come. A lot of the jewellery, just to update you, a lot of the jewellery that I purchased in that £30 lot that was in the last video, my daughter took a huge chunk of it. I took 2 or 3 items and one jewellery box, and the rest of it I sold on Vinted because it was no use to me. I didn't have any need for it. I certainly didn't make any money out of it. So without further ado, let's open some of these parcels and see what we have. So to begin with, I think we'll start with this one because we can see this one. Now this one I was a bit surprised about because this all came from the same seller. And I wasn't really interested in the jewellery, but it came anyway. I didn't spend a huge amount of money on this. I think it was less than £5. And a lot of that discount came because I chose to do a bundle shop on Vinted. I've never shopped on Vinted. My daughter does all the time for clothes. And so I thought, well, let's just see where we go with it. Anyway, so I'll get the jewellery stuff out of the way first because it's really not of interest to me. But it came with a little M for mum or whatever. Just a little bit of jewellery that will go with some of the other things that I'm going to sell on Vinted, or somewhere else. I don't know. Haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with that. And then there was this pretty little necklace. It isn't anything at all. It's just a necklace with a little pendant. So those can just sit in my little trinket leaf. But the reason that I added to the shop was because I wanted to purchase these, which were little gemstone beads on bracelets. I'm not sure what they are. Don't think they're anything important. I'm not even sure if they're a stone because they feel like glass to me. I thought they were stone when I purchased them. But the things that I was really interested in was these fantastic quartz crystals. They're quite flat, but absolutely beautiful. Now I've heard that Lemurian's quartz is the one with the striations that are going across the surface of the, is it Lemurian? I'm not sure. I'd have to look it all up because it's been a long time since I looked up. But essentially what I wanted to do was use these in meditation, but they're going to have to be cleansed because I felt like they came from a place where, and this is no criticism of the person who sold them to me, but it came from a place where I felt like that just needed to have a cleanse, and I will indeed do that at some point. Here's another one which has got this double termination and this really pretty, let's see, I don't know if you can see that, really pretty little extra termination as a cross. And this one is just absolutely gorgeous, just another double terminated quartz, really beautiful. Again with another little terminated point sticking out there. And then this one I think might be a Herkimer quartz, and it came in the same package. So I was absolutely fascinated because I thought, what is that tiny little thing? But here it is, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Very, very pretty, very sparkly. It's quite difficult to see. I'm not sure my phone can pick up on the sparkle there, but it's almost like water. It's so clear inside. And then there was this one, which is a cloudy, thinking it might be an celestial quartz or skeletal. Very, very pretty, very solid feeling crystal. Absolutely beautiful. So that was one of the purchases that came through, and that came from Vinted. This next purchase I won as and this will go with the jewellery. It's on a little sterling silver clasp, and it's a pendant, and it's very shiny, and I'm not even sure that my camera on my phone can pick that up. A very, very sparkly rutilated quartz. But it's very, very pretty. I may have to record this again on a camera. We'll see. Hopefully not, because most of them are reasonably big. But that came from eBay, and so and then I spied this absolutely gorgeous on Facebook piece of moss agate. I did get some scissors. Help me open these packets up. A little piece of moss agate in the shape of a cloud, and it was so pretty. And I don't know if you can see that, but there is actually like a window through the moss agate, and absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not sure if the lighting here is not strong enough to be able to see that. But I thought it was absolutely beautiful and had to have that. And I think I paid barely anything, about £4 for that. Oh, and the rutilated quartz pendant, I think including postage, was about £6. So really not very much. And that came with a little gift, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. I never expect gifts from suppliers, because obviously that's taking money away from their earnings. But it came with a little sticker, and it had a little thank you note with love on the packaging, which was really amazing. An incense cone and what I think is another piece, but of moss agate, but a white piece. Didn't come with any name. I just thought it was a lovely little gesture, seeing as I didn't really spend any money with that lady. Okay, so next, I'd been after some, and it gets better than this, believe me, but I've been after some more amethyst points. A very tiny one here, and this one here. This has got a little piece of iron in it or something that's coloured it darker there, but very pretty. And along with that came this beautiful amethyst and smoky quartz. It's been polished, I think, and it's definitely been polished underneath anyway. But what a find. And these, I don't think I paid very much for them at all. I think a couple of pounds. So that goes to show that you can find good quality crystals. I have a feeling this one has been dropped because of this here. Feels like it's been dropped. But you can find really good quality crystals on Vinted. I never knew you could do that. And, you know, I'd been looking around the shops and looking everywhere, and I was blown away by some of the crystals that I could find on Vinted. Okay, so these came from eBay and from China. And I wanted a Herkimer quartz. At the time, I didn't realise that I'd already got a Herkimer quartz. I do use crystals in meditations. And I've got loads and loads of quartz everywhere. Oh yes. So first of all, I got this. It's a tiny little Eye of Horus hand carving. Now, I'd never seen anything like this, and I thought, wow, that's just brilliant. And I don't know how much it cost. It wasn't very much, £4 or £5. But it's got a tiny little Eye of Horus there, which you can't really see very clearly on this camera. And it's in the shape of a hand, and this is obviously a piece of smoky amethyst, but it's cloudy. And along with that was this really pretty chunky Herkimer quartz. These were separate biddings. Very, very well wrapped, coming from China, I will say. I haven't even seen this one yet. So let's open this up. And a lot of you will say, oh, this is absolutely stunning. It's crystal clear. Like, you can see my finger through that. It's absolutely stunning. So, more quartz. And you're probably wondering why on earth I like quartz so much. Well, it's a very good question. But I do. I just love glass and crystal and things like that. I'm not cut glass, but more sort of sculpted pieces and things like that. So, yeah, lots to think about there. Okay, so while I was doing my investigations, two of these I haven't even opened yet, I came across this. Now, I've never seen this before. This is Orca Agate in the shape of a heart. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I had never seen that before, and I just thought it was fantastic, so I had to have that one. And you can even see the quartz in the agate running along there. And I was surprised that I won that. Okay. This is, oh, I can't remember what this one is. If I ever figure out how to do these videos properly, then I can add bits to it. But I think this is some sort of purple mica type palm stone. So I'm not really into the carved pieces, although I've got one or two carved pieces. I'm not really into them. I prefer the natural formations of the quartz. But this, I just thought it was pretty. and that's why I got that one. But this one, I think this might be a carving. Yes. And this one is a beautiful frog carving. I don't know if you can see that. If you can see the frog shape, and it's got a little bit of red quartz in the back end there. It's absolutely gorgeous, crystal clear again. The quality is just unbelievable. But I think this has just proven to me that you still can get really good quality pieces, and not at huge prices. Now these are absolutely gorgeous, and I ordered these off a lady in, I think she sent the stand as well. I think she's up north somewhere. You rock. With a little thank you. So I saw these and I did pay £40 including posting, and they're quite heavy, so I thought that was a fair deal, and you'll see why in a moment. But first of all, another quartz. I think it's been polished point, because there is literally nothing, there's no striations on there at all. But it's got a couple of pretty rainbows in it. I don't think my camera can pick those up. And it is beautiful. The tip has been carved and it's beautiful. Quartz wand. And then finally, I'll just get the stand out as well. And finally, I saw this. I'd been looking and I'd seen a bunch of spheres, and I don't even know how this thing sounds up. A bunch of spheres and various other things, but my love of raw rock crystal could not be tempered. And although originally I only wanted the wand, I also saw this on the lady's advert, and this is a huge piece of amethyst. She called it a dragon's tooth amethyst crystal, and it's beautiful, absolutely stunning. And I believe it's meant to sit on, I can just change the angle of my camera. So it's meant to sit on the, it's absolutely stunning. And that's natural. It's not been polished. And you can tell because of the way that it is not smooth. So that's my crystal haul. Thank you for being here on my little crystal unboxing video. I'm going to do more videos like this, but I'm also going to be introducing more herb videos. I have actually got quite a lot of jewellery unboxing to do, because I think I would like to explore a little bit of jewellery making, or I'm not entirely sure what yet. So I haven't made a 100% decision of what I'm going to do with that. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all of my crystals yet. I have actually got quite a vast collection of those anyway. However, most of this is going to be added to that collection. I don't think I'm going to be selling any of this. We'll see. I don't know. So thank you very much for joining me today, and hopefully I will see you soon.